Hello everyone, my name is Craig Adler. I am a retired certified financial planner. I'm also sometimes known as the Angry Financial Planner. In today's video, I'm going to give you 4 reasons that I think investors have absolutely and completely lost their mind. Reason number 1, investors are currently paying $42 for each dollar of corporate earnings. That has only happened one other time in the past, and that was in the late 90s during the internet bubble. I don't think I have to remind most of you the decade that came after that was not the greatest decade of all time for individual investors. Reason number 2, there are a number of influencers out there recommending 100% all stock investment portfolios. Let me start by saying that for a few individuals, that might be the correct portfolio, but for most investors, that is not going to be a good decision. Number 3, the third reason that I think investors have absolutely and completely lost their mind, the amount of money, borrowed money, what is called margin, that investors are using to purchase their investments has doubled in the last 2 years from $600 billion to $1.2 trillion. If people are willing to borrow money to make investments, that is a good sign that the speculative frenzy is completely out of control. And the fourth and final reason, a company that has specialized in glass for the last 150 years is now being labeled as what's going to be the king of connectivity for all of these data centers that are being built across the country. And the price of that stock, Corning Glass, has gone up by a factor of 4, from $50 to $200 per share. But let me share with you, that is not the first time this has happened. It also happened in the late 90s at the end of the internet bubble. And let me show you, that story did not end very well. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So the 4 reasons that I think investors have absolutely and completely lost their mind. We are paying way too much for corporate earnings. For most of us, we have portfolios that are far too aggressive. Why? Because we've been earning double-digit rates of return, and we think that is going to continue for the rest of our life, almost risk-free. That is simply not going to happen. 3, we are borrowing way too much money to purchase our investments. And 4, there are signs that the speculative frenzy is completely out of control. Do I know how this is going to end? Absolutely not. But I do not believe this scenario, what I have just described to you, is a strong indication that equities and stock investing represents tremendous value for the individual investor. I would tell you, this could be the time that you might want to be cautious. Do I know how this story is going to end? Absolutely not. But in my opinion, it simply doesn't make sense to take any unnecessary risk. Definitely not at this point in time. I hope you find my videos beneficial, helpful, and thought-provoking. If you have, please support the channel by subscribing. And remember, when it comes to our money, it is always better to be educated than angry.